Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Well, I am back. This is cast number 5 of the week for me. We are watching Dead Logic versus Vikings. Numbers, they gave me these numbers and I know them. 6. Vikings number 6 versus Dead Logic number 7. What do you think about this matchup, Todd?
Well, as we've discussed previously with Dead Logic needs this win in order to be able to get into the tournament. If they don't, then they're going to have to fight it out through the wild card, which could be very exciting coming up here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there will definitely be a lot of casting expertise happening on the wild card tournament. I think I will actually be playing in it, though, so you might not hear as much from me. We have pick bands. Let's get into those.
We do have... Oh, you got that.
Oh, I have the bans. Okay, Dead Logic banning Bazaar, and Vikings banning Subway. And our first map will be... Suburbia.
Yeah, Subway is what we consider to be a safety ban. We also have other words for that, which I'm not going to say, but... Bazaar is an interesting one. A lot of people actually really enjoy playing on Bazaar, so we don't really see it banned too much unless there's some stats that are really in their favor.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything statistically. I mean, Bazaar, Dead Logic played it, and they played well on it the other day when I cast them. It's not their best map. It actually is their worst map outside of Quarantine Day. So I don't really know why they wouldn't ban Quarantine Day. They only have won 8 rounds out of 32 on Quarantine, and they've won 22 out of 54 on Bazaar. And are we starting? Are they actually doing this?
Let's see.
It looks like
we have
it.
Burning House objective.
Round 1, map 1. Pretty normal lineup. We have Gattaca, Uncle Sam, Kija, Neo, and Neo with an X. 2 shields coming out. Early pre-fire from Volt coming out, trying to stop that push up too. Neo, Gattaca, and someone else that I can't see off screen have rotated to lane 1.
Stop to the push at the first layer of houses. And a nade coming out, but not finding anybody. A little short. A little bit more juice on it. We could have potentially taken out Neo with an X and Kija.
We're seeing a pretty standard defense from Vikings. Mantis at the fence line, covering that lane 4. Femi on the porch. Nalik behind the tank. Spoilty on that center house porch looking at objective. And their last man, Crozy. I'm butchering all of these names.
Big push from Kija. Almost gets naded, but that nade was a little off. He's going around the side here. Climbing a nade. He is ridiculously close to objective. He tosses a nade straight up for Femi. It blows up, only downs him. Finishing it off. He is in the capping radius now, I think.
He's got his tablet out. He's doing it. Oh, he had to get closer.
He
He
gets
ran
up
away
to
from
that
behind the
corner.
shield.
Kija only has 7 digits away from an easy 2 points, and he nails it.
Oh, a good start for Dead Logic here. Heard a lot of call-outs about he's capping, cover him, and lots of suppressing fire coming out after that. Some good coordinated teamwork from Dead Logic. Now, not to put down Dead Logic here, but this objective in itself is a very capable objective. So let's see if Vikings can just do exactly what Dead Logic just did.
the recap, if I may say. We have refrags, and then we have recaps.
Is that a cap back?
Nah, dude, I like the recap better.
Counter cap?
Cap back sounds forced. We can do a counter cap.
Counter cap?
I think that's... Yeah, counter cap. It's also fun to say really fast. Counter cap.
But what about cap backs and tattoos?
Now you're going to references that I do not know, sir.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure it's a reference, but I just don't know
reference.
what it is. You're going to have to fill me in on that later to avoid copyright.
Team's using a lot of their planning time. Vikings,
Probably all of it.
yeah, Vikings probably want to come up with a good play. Stepping into round 2 on map 1.
Same spawn.
No shields coming out on the Vikings side.
From time to time.
Not that the shield was really necessary for Nalik to get that cap. I don't think he really had any shots come his way until he was on objective.
You mean Kija? Spoilty taking down Neo in that pre-fire. Kija getting the revive. Putting him in the line of fire, though. Nade coming out from Gattaca, not making it past the house, though. Could have been great.
Ooh.
Could have been great.
Kija looks like he's about to peek this corner here with Mantis right there, but Mantis isn't really paying attention over there. If he can see through that bush, which would be really hard, or pre-fires it, he might be able to get Mantis. I don't think Kija realizes.
I don't think either of them can see each other.
Shots going on by lane 3, actually.
Mantis picking up Kija on that corner of lane 4 now. Opening up the east side. Nalik picking up Neox. Only person on objective is Neo. And he's getting a little aggressive. A grenade comes out. Doesn't catch anybody. Neo tosses a counter nade. Ooh, that might get someone. Oh, that went way far. That went over the house.
That went from street to street, dude. That was a pitch.
That was impressive. More nades. This type is the smoke type. Getting caught by the house in the gutter, not making it over the house. They're trying. They try another one. Also not making it over. Pretty much the exact same throw.
That roof was pretty tall, man. Sturdy construction.
Gattaca tucked into the house, comes out, takes out Grossi. Another nade coming out, clearing tank, but no one's there. I haven't been keeping track on the nades, but that's a lot of the grenades. A lot of frags.
Everyone at least brings one. I think you can only bring one. There's no possible way. Oh, we have Mantis. He's on objective. He's capping.
Sam picks him up. Oh, Dead Logic gets eliminated, but they don't get capped on. Vikings take 1 point.
Man, that sucks for Mantis. He was on objective. He was under the cover of smoke. Everything was going good. But Dead Logic managed to not like they managed to pick him, but in doing so, they died. So, 1 point for Vikings. Dead Logic rested a little easier now. We will be having the tank objective next. This is always a fun one.
Also pretty capable.
If you're good about it, yeah. If you want to cap on it, the key is you got to take middle house. If you can't really put it this way. You know there's going to be people in that south house, that south 2-story. you know there's going to be people in that middle two house. Where can you cap on that? That is perfect coverage right there. If you at least take out middle house without having to really risk people on the flank, you can easily secure one side of that objective where no one else can really see.
Yeah, but to get that middle house, you have to rush it. I mean, because you'll make it there at the same time as the enemy.
Well, you don't have to rush it. You can get a little creative, but it's really the key is just to take middle house. How you do it, it can vary. I've seen people do it in all different sorts of styles where they just rush in, they use nades, they use utility, they just, you know, they take their time and they look for those easy picks when people, you know, make small mistakes. It's always interesting.
Spoilty has a C4. Let's see where he places it. Spoilty picking up Kija and Neox.
A very slow push for this middle house was largely unsuccessful. There are only 3 dead logic remaining and 5 Vikings.
Vikings have really good coverage on this objective right now. We're looking at the map view. We got 2 in the front yard of the south house, 1 in center house, 1 at the meta spot by burning, and Spoilty on the carport just standing there. Just standing there and waiting.
Just being himself.
Maybe he thinks this is Splinter Cell, and if you're in the shadows, you're not visible.
There you go.
Because he is hiding in a tree. Shadow. Let's see if...
You know, you're wearing that black camo, you know, and there's an absence of light because that's a shadow. And yeah. Also, it is, in all serious note, it is a good spot because you do have that black car cover there to really provide a good camouflage. Just the only issue is you're against the white fence.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking directly at where Neo's about to cross into. So he's covering that backyard.
I think Neo has an idea where he's going to be. Ooh, Neo looking through the bushes. Catches him! No, like, just being chatty up in that second floor.
Uncle Sam coming around for pre-firing. A good distraction, draws all the eyes away from Neo in the center. A nade coming out, but not catching anybody.
Well placed, but a little late.
Let's see what Uncle Sam does with his
Counter
nade.
nade comes out.
Bad throw, though. Not where he wanted it.
Little up, not out. That logic have to really start pulling here. They only have 1 of the Vikings down when they have 2 of their own members down.
Nade coming out from Gattaca from lane 1, taking out Mantis in the front yard. Although Femi is still there. Gattaca picking up Crozy and opening up that objective. Uncle Sam doesn't have anyone between him and the objective. He could run around behind that tank. Femi going for the res. Still a 3v3. Another frag comes out, not catching anybody.
Neo is desperate for utility right here. He's looking for stuff to throw over the house, even though I think he can hear Nalik being chatty up on that second floor.
The second nade went exactly to the same spot as the first one. No one there to catch it. Uncle Sam picking up Mantis again. And taking out Femi. 1 member left on Vikings in center house. Gattaca and Neo, all they have to do is smoke and get in on that objective. And they can end it. Here comes the smokes. Not
far enough.
Not where you need it. They should know that he's in that center building. Neo definitely does. He's coming around lane 1, peeking at that window, trying to get an easy pick on that head. Nalik peeked. He's peeking again. Neo sees him, gives him away. Neo takes him down.
The Chatty Cathy has been defeated.
Dead Logic up 3-1 on the first map.
Might only see 2 objectives on this map if Dead Logic get their way here. Which is fun but sad at the same time, because I really like this map.
I don't know, I keep flying around and like ending up in a tree.
Well, the trees make it look nice, okay? For instance, look at Quarantine. There are like no trees there.
I love Quarantine.
There's just a plane crash. Do you know what plane crashes do for homeowner land value, okay? Whereas this looks nice. There's just an occasional house fire, but nothing crazy. Just serene battlefield.
There's also the semi that's flipped over and burning.
That's just life, bro. That's just life. You know, people just don't know how to drive a truck, and I'm actually kind of surprised looking at the semi though that the trailer isn't flipped over, but the truck is.
Agreed. Going into round 4.
All Dead Logic need to do is just defend. They can have one map under their belts. Get closer to not having to deal with the wild card.
I think all members of Vikings have a drum mag at this point. Neox getting aggressive. Getting tucked in on lane 1, between 1 and 2. Oh, a bad nade. He picks it back up. He lobs it. He gets it out of there. Woo, that could have been bad. But here comes another nade from... Oh, Vikings sitting right on top of his head. A beautiful nade. Crozy takes him out. That tablet in the window is just tapping away. 2 members, center, upstairs center, middle house, Neo on objective, and Gattaca at lane 2, south spawn, driveway. That's the word I was looking for. Wow, that took way too much effort. All 5 members of Vikings still up and not really moving. Crozy has moved up a little bit. Nalik is prone. They're just creeping in slowly.
Two minutes in, only one of the Dead Logic down.
Crozy putting some confirmation shots on the dead body, giving his position away. But center house not peeking that window at all. Weird smoke landing on the upstairs of the, or above the roof.
Vikings be quiet. But Corsi is looking for the person in second floor, which he is there, but he's not peeking that window.
Heard a nade come out. Oh, smoke onto Corsi. Kija's now in the window looking for people. He drops a nade out the window. Oh, it's just a flash. Anticlimactic. Mantis taking down Neo on objective. Uncle Sam picking up spoilty.
The remnants of their defense is in the second floor of this middle house here.
Yeah, they
If Vikings
definitely-
can get onto the other side of this tank, they can potentially cap uninhibited.
I'd be going for a cap right now. With 4 members of my team up, I would say watch that house and I would run for it. But they're just pinning them in.
Yeah, just suppress it. Everyone has a drum mag.
Mantis can go up from lane 3 and just waltz behind the tank. Another nade comes out.
Corsi is proning backwards, knowing that there are 2 people up in that middle house there. These guys really want this cap.
But Femi has them pinned in that top floor. They can't leave without going through him. Although that should not be their main concern. Corsi's got his tablet out. He's capping. Here comes the comeback and tying it up 3-3.
Neo just peeked, but he didn't see it. Oh, tough luck, guys.
Vikings take 2 points back. And we go on to another objective. Oh, and the Onward gods are mean. Because we are on the garage objective. With Dead Logic on the offense.
This is the defining objective. This is such a hard one to get to. At this point, I wouldn't even be worried about trying to go for cap. I'd just be going for kill.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be going for a cap on a 3-3.
And again, Dead Logic could use all the MMR that they possibly can get their hands on if they want to be able to progress.
Well, since no one knows how MMR actually works, they are number 7 in the EU at 1200. Vikings also at 1200 at number 6. And Silent Purge is number 5 and they're at 1210. So they don't need that big of a boost to get themselves up into 5th. But we'll see what they come up with on round 5. Map 1.
And keep in mind, this objective in particular has a closer spawn when it comes to that backyard spawn. So they could take this middle house quicker than the offense can.
Kija popping smoke and moving up to lane 3, 2. Tucking in with his shield.
Vikings now choosing to put 2 people in that middle house.
Basically the same defense that we just saw. Dead Logic also taking their time on this last round.
Right, Keisha, Uncle Sam, start moving.
Neo with an X throwing some smoke out. calling out for the rest of his team to start moving forward.
But that was just normal Neo. I think. Oh no, you are right. You are right.
No, that was normal Neo.
Logic, you guys got some name changes in store. You're messing with us.
Uncle Sam pre-firing that back fence, assuming someone's there at the Volk spawn.
Moving up to that corner, taking some fire, but taking it as he is the shield guy. A good call out.
Femi taking shots through the fence. Inside South House, taking shots through the fence. From Neox. Mantis looking for him now. Spoiler picking up Neo.
I think I might have got another. One pussy down there.
Spoiler picking up Kija in the center house.
It's not looking the best for Dead Logic right now. They have to get this win if they want to take this first map. Actually, both teams.
Nalik putting shots on Uncle Sam in lane 1. Lots of suppressing fire coming out from both sides. None of it's really directed at anyone. A big nade coming out. Oh, and it almost got Femi, but he's inside the house. But there goes the shots. Uncle Sam takes him down. Starting to even the score.
Gattaca heralding his presence, shooting into that second floor there. Will he be the one to save Dead Logic from the slaughterhouse that has been Middle House?
Spoily now has the shield and is placed at the top of the stairs. Uncle Sam putting shots on a Nalik. Nalik calling him out. It's Uncle Sam rotating, but not before Mantis picks him up from across the... from lane
Now we
2.
go into a 2v4, both of the Dead Logic, the two, are in the Middle House.
They were, and they got out of there fast.
There are two left, I think. He's cool. One is cool.
Corsi picking up Neox on his run. Gattaca, last man standing on Dead Logic. If he can take out Mantis, he can get behind this house. Mantis is on the move. Gattaca knows where he is. He's going down. Oh, Gattaca's gonna... There, one headshot. Now, if Gattaca can cross behind the house... I think he can.
The cap is looking more and more like it.
Absolutely. Oh,
I think he's trying to go.
He's not gonna go
He's
behind.
not trying to go behind the house. He's not. No.
Oh my god. This is super risky. Spoily coming out with the shield. Oh, and Nalik picking him up from the upstairs.
If he went behind the house, he could have potentially capped. But no. Vikings take Suburbia after an amazing comeback.
Live and learn. Or die and learn, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he definitely should have gone behind the house. Would have only had to deal with one person and had all the time to cap while they had to run from center house into objective. We'll see what they pick for the next map. This was Dead Logic's map pick, so Vikings are up next. What do you think we're going to see?
Well, we have Bazaar and Subway Band. Names are way too similar. I'm thinking either Downfall or Quarantine. Maybe Tiger.
Thinking Vikings want Quarantine. Oh, well, we're into Downfall. You were right.
Boom, boom, boom. 1 point for TFH.
Just the one.
Just one. But hey, that's how Vikings took back on Suburbia. So
That's true.
every point counts.
Looks like everyone is in the lobby. No roster changes, but we did not go over the rosters at the start of the match because they jumped in so fast. We're gonna go to the match page real quick and talk about these teams. Dead Logic side, we have Neox, Gattaca, Neo, Angel, Kija, Rexar, Uncle Sam, and Whale. And on the Viking side, we have Spoilty, Mantis, Crozy, Femi Fungi, Gecko, Noctum, and Nalik.
Pretty standard layout for Vikings. We saw the same layout when they went against. Who was that?
On Vikings?
Yeah, standard layout for Vikings.
I haven't watched any Vikings games.
I casted one, but I forgot who they played against. I think it was Lemon Squad. If I remember.
Are we hopping in? We are. Round 1, map 2.
I fucking choked so many fucking rounds. That's
Let's
crazy.
not lose any more objectives, okay? Don't let them even get close to it. We cut them off before.
Vikings getting the Marsoc tank spawn, which is going to give Dead Logic a lot of time to set up this defense.
Vikings do have the high ground, Anakin, and they can probably punish using that.
I feel like that didn't work out for Anakin.
Well, that's because Obi-Wan had the high ground. So Vikings could potentially.
Gattaca picking up Fungi on the cross towards the valley. Or from the valley, sorry. Out in the middle of nowhere. Looks like the rest of the members of Dead Logic are tucking in, which, as we learned from the cast last night, the method for playing Downfall is tuck and live.
Yeah, hold your angles. Just don't peek.
Tuck
Even
in
when
and
it
don't
seems-
die.
It's really how Onward's supposed to be played. It's just, the objective is not to die.
It looks like we're going to be seeing a lot more of the EU playstyle on this map. Everyone's going slow and methodical, except for Femi, who got picked up early on the round, but everyone else has been very slow, pushing up. I really like Dead Logic's defense on this. They're in a line on every building on the east side of the West Road. And it's just a really good setup, I think. First push from Vikings coming out from Nalik, or second push, I should say. Moving down past Red Truck and into the next building. No one's looking at him. I'm not really sure what Neox is looking at. He's looking towards the northeast northwest out of his building.
If he's looking at the northwest of the building, he is looking at objective. Or
Nope.
at least looking at the
Wrong
line right
player.
before that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Neo.
I think they're just waiting in ambush.
See, I'm not getting their names mixed up. I'm getting the people mixed up. Come on, guys. I don't know what he's really looking at. I think he's looking at the window there. He's trying to look for that flank that could potentially come around, but there is 0 people going that way.
There's 0 people coming from anywhere right now. We are 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the map, and they haven't really converged on the objective yet. Gattaca tucked behind that wall at Red Truck, South Red Truck.
All that ones might be on sandbags just because of the way that song got loaded.
Spoil Team making his move. Will he get caught up by Neo or Kija, I think, over there?
Nalik picking up Neox, Gattaca picking up Mantis.
One in the Snow HQ, probably checking the basement.
Nalik and Kija talking back and forth.
Uncle Sam lands one on Spoilty, taking out that push.
Crozy picking up Kija. Where are these 3 members? Oh, Gattaca's still up on the south side. Probably needs to... Oh, man, he can cover objective pretty well from where he's at. Crozy throwing some smoke, giving away his position. Nalik gonna get ready to go for it, but I think that he's got at least 2 sets of eyes on him. Well, 1 set of eyes. Neo looking at him from the 2nd floor. Gattaca picking up Crozy, taking him
Neo
out.
peeking now, but doesn't land it on him.
He got a
Uncle
couple
Sam
shots.
probably knows exactly where he is. Will Nalik be prepared for this? No, he won't.
He was not prepared. His body was not ready. And Dead Logic takes another point. Tying score up 4-4.
It's all about the MMR.
It is all about that MMR, especially this close to the end of the season. I mean, all these teams, I'm expecting to see a lot of challenges next week coming out from those teams that are like 10 through 15, trying to get up higher.
Keep in mind also, we have that wild card coming up where one lucky member gets a getaway vacation to the Onward playoffs.
They get an invitation to the round robin.
The round robin, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Nothing crazy.
They still have to prove
It's,
themselves.
it's not a cruise to Jamaica, no. We are going to this next round here. Same objective, different spawns. Actually, the same spawns.
Yep, same spawns. Let's see what Vikings defense looks like. Vikings not spreading out as much on this defense, taking what I don't know. I'd call it a box. I mean, they're European. They might not know their shapes very well.
It's a kill box. It's a kill box.
I lost track of one of them. Where'd he go? Oh, he's on. Okay, I see it now. Mantis on that tail spot that we've been seeing used more and more now, but is very susceptible to Gattaca and anyone coming across that valley. Also susceptible to moving a little bit too far to the right and setting yourself on fire. Where's this guy?
Shield south.
Nalik putting shots on Gattaca and calling out that there's a shield.
Gattaca moves cleanly across without too much opposition.
They've got 2 members on the ridge, on the south ridge. Oh, a nade coming out, almost clearing out that helicopter. I just got to see this for myself. I'm flying up here. Kija without a scope, and Neox also without a scope on the south ridge trying to pick off people. That's Neox, and I'm assuming Neo is the one at the North Hotel. So a big spread from the Dead Logic offense here. Uncle Sam at center bungalow. Maybe they're playing.
Gattaca is pushed up here. He's about to get eyes on.
Yeah, maybe that was their plan. Just send Gattaca with the shield and let him draw fire. And they could try and snipe some people from the ridgeline. But with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left, I don't know if being up on the ridgeline is where they want to be.
I don't see that get used too often. I've seen Stone Cold Killers place, I think Defilade up there. But that's because Defilade's an amazing sniper.
Well, the other problem with it is once they know you're there, getting down from there is almost impossible.
Yeah, it's so open. There's no cover. It's a big risk. But I suppose Dead Logic can play that risk because they are up a point. So, as messed up as to say, they can't afford to lose it. But just as I say losing, Dead Logic lose Gattaca.
Yeah, the weakness to the shield is having someone passively flank you. Percy just unloading, putting lead down into the smoke.
Neo with an X, realizing how little cover he has at the ridge line. He gets shot on the ridge line.
Kija made it down, however, and is looking for Kersey, and he picks him up with a headshot. Four members of Vikings up, 3 members of Dead Logic on the offense. 2 members of Dead Logic on the offense. Mantis picks up Uncle Sam at the center. Spoiledy picking up Kija on the south. It's all up to Neo, who is very close to objective. He's got 65 seconds. But Femi is looking right at him, so as soon as he starts walking around the side of this building, he is going to go down. Femi should see him any second now.
Nalik gets caught out. I'm sorry, Nalik catches him now. Bleh. Words.
Words are hard. Math is harder.
Words are very hard.
Vikings tying it up 1-1 on Downfall, the second map.
That ridgeline move did not really help Dead Logic out at all. I don't think they really got any picks from that ridgeline, did they?
No, they did not. The best I could see happening from that ridgeline is that you get suppression on someone while your teammate moves up. But even then, you've got to be communicating really well, because at that range, you really can't, especially without a 12x. Neither of them had an optic. They had a red dot and an ACOG, or a hollow. So, like, at that range, you can't tell which player on the other side of the map is your player, you know? It's just really hard. So you'd have to be on top of the communications. They'd have to be calling out windows and telling you which floor, which window to shoot at to suppress, which then gives their position away. So I don't know. I just don't see it being worthwhile without having a scope.
That really left Gattaca exposed, because he was going in without anything except aside from a pistol and a shield. You need the men on the ground there right next to him in order to support him.
Yeah, you definitely need to send at least one shooter with a shield at almost all times. They can't cover all sides. We're going into round 3.
Shields have feelings too.
You never know.
They need a buddy. They need a friend.
Just be ready, just in case, though.
Vikings getting the Marsoc spawn. They're going to come up over this hill hard and fast.
Oh yeah, I told you about that one.
Or not. Vikings are going to reset. If you are just joining us, we are about halfway. Is that right? Halfway through? Yeah. On the second map. Well, halfway through the series. We are on the second map, third round. A very close matchup on map 1. You should go back and watch it. And we are tied up 1-1 on the second map, Downfall. And thank you for those Twitch subscriptions. Flying Potatoes, you got a tier 1 subscription. We appreciate that.
Yes, one person on both sides dropped. Dead Logic are missing a certain Uncle Sam.
It looks like we've lost Uncle Sam and I don't know who on the Viking side we lost. Hopefully they come back in quickly. Oh, let's see. Nalik dropped. That's who it was. We're gonna wait for them to get back into the lobby, and while we're waiting, make sure you take some time and go follow Onward Master League on Twitch. Follow all 3 of our Onward Master League 2, and Onward Master League 3 Twitch channels, so you can know when the action is happening and which ones you want to watch. Join the Discord if you're interested in playing. Hop on Onward, vrmasterleague.com/onward, and sign up as a reservist. We can get you on a team. You can play. You can just take part in the craziness that is our Discord. We are a great community, at least from my experience, except for Todd. And yeah.
Yeah, it's such a man. Such a great community, except for me. You know, I'm the one person, of course.
And you're the only one that comes to mind when people say, what could you change about Onward?
I'm sorry, just because my team beat your team does not warrant this verbal abuse, okay?
You know, beating teams aren't everything, Todd. We're still 2 places above you.
Yeah. You set us that challenge.
I am going to throw us to an intermission because it looks like we are waiting for a little bit longer than expected. We will be back shortly. All right, we're back. Everyone is in the lobby, and we are just waiting on the round to start. Now, if a round reset's triggered, they maintain the same spawn, correct?
Yes, they do. Matter of fact, it's kind of a way to figure out what spawn you have, but you're not supposed to do that. So now Vikings know exactly where they're going to be.
And can plan accordingly. It's also
It is
why
the quick
you
spawn.
don't reset by shooting yourself, because you give away your position.
I believe they did a silent reset.
They did do a silent reset. I
So
was not
nobody
aware of
knows.
that at some point in the beginning of the season.
Well, that's
It's
because
so much more fun to shoot yourself.
that's true.
Or all your teammates and then yourself. You're going to do a proper reset.
No, dude, shoot yourself first, and then
And then-
figure out if your team really are aware.
That's happened. That's bit some teams in the butt. You reset and then they don't catch it in time.
I believe we saw that with Blitz versus Kiletos.
I believe we did. You are right. They all kind of blur together. It's like Lord of the Rings. I just
Yeah.
cast too many games. We are going into round 3 again.
then.
Yep, I get like
Try and hold, try and
No. Is it lagging bad?
First round.
Sam, is it lagging
We'll
bad?
well after this.
Yeah, it's lagging, yeah.
Okay, guys, drop. Guys, give up. Guys, give up. Guys, give
No.
up.
No, don't.
Never mind.
A little bit of confusion on the Dead Logic side whether they should do a round reset. Sounds like Uncle Sam is having some technical difficulties after rejoining the lobby. Spoiledy almost catching one.
Center house, center hotel.
Not the way I would go into Center Hotel if I was going for it. Nut job. Uncle Sam picking up Crorzy. 2 members of Viking down. Did they swap someone out? Nutjob is a new addition. It looks like Nolik was not able to get back into the lobby, so they swapped in Nutjob. Uncle Sam up in that sniper's perch. Definitely going to be putting some hurt onto those Marsoc twins. There's no real good way to get around that from where they're at. They either have to take him out or go all the way around to the north side of the map by the crater and start another push from the north side.
Here because I killed the center hotel guy and they got no one there.
Spoiledy calling out that he killed the guy in Center Hotel, which he did not do. So that could also hinder this push.
Yeah, being able to properly confirm your kills is such a major part of this meta. Can't say it's part of the game. It's not really part of the game. Part of the meta. I think if anything now, Spoiledy knows that that Center Hotel is not dead. It's very much alive and kicking.
Yeah, great. Sounds good. Try and identify him before you suppress them. If you see him first, then start firing. Yeah, not just
Nutjob gonna go for that sniper, Uncle Sam. Or at least go for suppression. Him and Mantis having a long conversation before Mantis takes off to the north. Oh, that's a building. Spoiledy tucked in, also looking for that sniper. Looking in the wrong building, though. They think he's in the white building. He's in the South Watch, not the white building. Mantis made it to church. Now he's going to cross. Is he going to cross in? No. He's going to keep going north. They're going to have to do something soon. It does look like Nolik is out for the rest of the game. He's having some internet issues. So he is now watching in Twitch chat. Where'd he say hi to Nolik? Tell him how good he did.
Me suppressing Southwatch.
I don't know what Keija was just shooting at.
Mantis is currently going on a hard flank here.
He's going to have to run a marathon here soon, though. He's got 1:30 left to get all the way down from north to south.
Yeah, this quick spawn has been drawn out for what is now 1:40.
Suppression coming out from Spoilty. Uncle Sam tucked in, not peeking. Nut job coming through the valley, trying to get him. But Uncle Sam is watching that north approach. He's gonna see Mantis at the ice cream truck. Mantis putting shots out. Uncle Sam should see him. He should have heard those shots. He should definitely see him. He didn't. Okay, now he's getting shot at.
He's shooting at me. Can't look out of the window.
Spoilty picking up Neox. Kija picking up Mantis. That north approach all shut down. 40 seconds left. Nut job and Spoilty, the only 2 members of Vikings left. Spoilty
They're
tries
pretty
to cross
far
him.
away.
Uncle Sam takes him down.
That job is cornered.
This is a terrible spot to be last man standing. And he knows it.
With only 20 seconds left, I'm going to call this one for, yep.
There it is. Uncle Sam downing nut job. Uncle Sam doing a good amount of work here. Taking a look at this scoreboard real quick. 4 kills. I don't know if this was all that on this round. I think they were. Well, they were because he dropped and came back. So that was 4 kills this round.
Uncle Sam carrying hard.
Just like his namesake.
Yes. God bless America.
On the EU
Even though we're
team.
casting, yeah.
I'm just going to do what I did last time for Dead Logic and start calling them Team USA because it drove everyone nuts.
That sounds like a really good idea, actually. I like that.
I mean, they have some US players. I don't know if Vikings does or not.
I think Vikings is true blue Euro.
And it is worth noting that this is the second time that Vikings and Dead Logic have played in Season 7. And the first one went 12-3 to Vikings. So Dead Logic is putting up a much better fight this time. They have come a long way since the season started. They played back in February and got rolled over.
Uncle Sam, though, has dropped again, losing those valuable 4 that he just had. Maybe we should keep track for him. I don't know what he had beforehand, but maybe Twitch will let us know.
Yeah, Twitch, since you're not doing anything, all you do is just sit and watch. Please keep track of the scores for us from now on. Thanks.
The kills specifically.
The
We got the
kills,
scores up here.
That is true. We just need the kills. We're actually, if we're calling Dead Logic Team USA, right now, 3/5 of their playing team is American. So I think that qualifies. That's 60% of their team is Team USA versus Vikings 0%. And Uncle Sam is not American.
No, sir. You hear that accent. But he has the greatest name of anyone here. This is what happens when we have a mainly American-based casting team.
This is true.
I think Buxton is our only
Buxton,
man across the pond.
Radar, and Viper when they're
Oh,
available.
Radar. Yeah.
But they both have that new dad life going on, so they are incommunicado. Are we going to see... Looks like 2 members now have dropped on the Dead Logic side. We've lost Neox as well. They're just dropping like flies. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we are going to be sending you to another intermission while we sort all this out. And we're back. We're going into round 4. Yes, round 4.
Another roster change. We have lost Uncle Sam, ladies and gentlemen. Please put a F in chat. But we now have Neox.
No, we had Neox. We have Whale.
We've had Neox, but we have Whale. Please excuse me. I am in a battle of my own with a cold.
Different spawn. The farthest spawn from the subjective. And it allowed Vikings to get all the way into center hotel, spread out on objective, and up into a watch. So they've got a decent kill box, 4 down by objective, close enough to crash in, and 1 up on the hill with a good sight line. Let's see if they can spot out any of the members of Dead Logic before Dead Logic sees them. Neo.
They just said get to North Hotel and go west, but the thing is, it's like, how the fuck are we supposed to get down from here? I have 2 smokes, yeah, but we're just gonna get shot. Alright, I don't... 5 minutes, so, I mean...
A little bit of confusion on the Dead Logic side, listening to Keija.
I want to shoot in that doorway. You know what? I'm gonna
he says, I was told to go this way, but I don't know how to do it.
Communication is key. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
And now he is blindly firing at...
going all or nothing at this point.
I do believe the Objective 2 story is peeking at them, but just hasn't taken a shot yet.
Don't just fire at nothing.
Neo telling him to stop firing at nothing. Do have a member of Dead Logic up in the Marsoc Twins. Now Neox is up there. Ooh, and that bad click
Maybe one second
runs out of
before.
ammo.
The click of death, as I affectionately refer to it.
Oh man, Whale is just shooting at literally everything. I really want a clip of that because it was pretty impressive the amount of blind firing he was doing. We have one member of Dead Logic. Gattaca is way back at the tanks. I can't hear what he's saying because those tanks are super loud. Looks like Neox is trying to take the white, South White sniper. All right, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, people. All members on all teams still up. Neox in a firefight with Nutjob. They trade, and they both go down. Keija and Whale pushing up together on the north side of the street, north end of the street.
Keep moving down that way. I'll move down this way. Ready? Nope.
Coordinating their attack plan.
Let's see what we got. Percy in a very open position in that. Well, Spoiledy picking up Keija from the second floor of hotel, Center Hotel. But Cruzy in the church, also in a pretty open spot, able to see anything that comes up the road. Whale now tucked in on this burning heli bungalow. But he has to deal with Spoilty and Cruzy, so I don't think he's really going to make it very far on this approach. But he also doesn't have time to go back.
Yeah, when you're in this situation, you have to take your time and find these picks, but 1 minute remaining, that ain't that long. It's looking pretty good for Vikings now to get a win by default.
Yeah, Vikings just putting suppressing fire on Whale. Slow time shots. Neo just crossing, though, right through the middle. You know what? He might actually make this. There's no one looking at his approach. He needs to go for it. He's got 40 seconds left.
I don't think he's looked at his watch.
Well, in 4 seconds, he's going to hear the beep. Let's see if he stands up and runs. Oh, he looked at his watch now.
No.
Gattaca does, however, and Gattaca gets picked up by Spoilty. Ooh, a nice smoke covering that center hotel. But Mantis is right there. Neo's going to start the cross. Mantis is going to pick him up. Mantis takes him down. Vikings take him out. Dead Logic were eliminated. 9 seconds left. Back to
It's always important to look at your watch and be able to coordinate your attack. Leave yourself a couple minutes to attack rather than just reposition.
Tie game. Well, not tie game. Tie map. Sorry. We have the northernmost objective. A rather hard one to cap, in my opinion. Now we've seen beginners do it in the smoke. We've seen a couple other teams just get real aggressive. So we'll see what Vikings have in store for Dead Logic on round 5, map 2.
Don't peek, man. You're there.
No cap. No cap. Liz. Thank you.
I'm gonna be in the underneath.
This one is capable.
Yeah.
I wonder if Vikings are going to try to end it here and take the game. Come on, they did win. They won map 1.
I think Vikings are going to come up hard and fast. They're doing a 3-man spread over this hill.
Yeah, one definitely center hotel. One is center hotel.
Center Hotel getting called out by our friendly neighborhood Spoilty.
Corsi and Mantis stacked up on top of each other in this center bungalow.
If Neo were to peek out the window that he's right next to, potentially get the pick on Corsi. Sorry, he's not in that building. He is.
No, that you were
Not
right.
there.
That's Neo. Oh, Neox.
That is Neo.
Neo
That is
also
Neo.
has a window that he could peek out of. Whale going down on objective. Mantis picking up Gattaca in the center hotel. Peeking out. It looks like he's laying on his side.
Yeah, keep in mind the way how his body is in real life is not exactly the same how it is in game, because there's no waist tracking.
Yeah, but from that first person view, he was definitely laying on his side. 2 members of Dead Logic already gone down. All 5 members of Vikings still up. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. Dead Logic needs to stay tucked and hold those angles, but I don't think they've got good ones at this point to defend.
Femi making his move on to middle hotel here. Shouldn't be any form of opposition.
No, but he's definitely got to check that center hotel because they had one called out in there. He's got to find the body first.
Did he die or was he moved?
He was
I didn't
killed.
catch that. He was killed.
Mantis got him from center.
Rip.
Lots of suppressing fire coming out on a center hotel, just in case he's not dead, though, as Femi searches and clears the building. Nutjob out in the middle of the open, though, getting a little overly aggressive on the suppressing fire and taking shots from all the way Kija, all the way across the map. Kija is using a 4X, so he has a little bit better aim. Kija crossing off of objective, tucking in behind another wall on the east side of the map. Continuing his run towards Brothel. Oh, Femi picks up Neox from center hotel. Objective is open. Nope, it's all up to Neo. Neo's the last one. He's waiting. He's right outside where Spoilty is. Who's going to hear who first?
Kija's still up. He's looking for the guy in middle hotel.
Neo takes down Spoilty and saves objective. Mantis walking up on objective. I'm sure he heard these shots. And he takes him down. Kija needs to get shot right now. Mantis is capping. They're going to take it. Vikings are going to take the map and the series. If he can type faster. Kija just needs to run out with his hands up and get shot.
7 digits all it takes and they get it.
Vikings take the map and the series. Nope, wrong person. That team doesn't get the point. That team gets the points. Oh, so close. And they are very fast on the pick. We are into our third map, which is Cargo.
The biggest map of all the maps, obviously. Also a pretty large warehouse, if you come to think about it.
It's a very large warehouse. Warehouse with buildings inside of it.
Yeah, it's probably like one of those fishing like pier warehouses, you know? Back in the old days. But no, our very own Downpour Interactive have bought their own warehouse for Onward.
No, they just have containers.
That's true, they are the shipping company then. It's how they fund Onward and the quality that comes out through the shipping business.
Round 1, map 3, all about that MMR. 2 shields coming out on Dead Logic side. Gattaca and Kija with the shields.
Yeah.
He laid down right there and he shot me.
Well,
So you
you're
could shoot
taking
anybody who's
both
crossing.
positions this time. I'm not
It's like
doing
a very little narrow area.
Neo going down from Nut Job.
Oh, you actually don't understand how pissed I am.
Kija coming up in Corsi's face with the shield. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? Oh, Corsi. Oh, he gets him finally.
After
Whale.
expending, what, an entire drum mag into that? Dang.
Right? And Whale was right there to help. I think there goes Whale. Mantis takes down Whale though. Yeah. Yep. Gattaca nades Nut Job. I think Dead Logic is getting a little tilted on this last round, and they need to just take a deep breath and come back.
No, we lose.
She didn't really have much time to breathe anyways in between that round.
They did not. They started this one right off the bat.
This is a matter of our points. What we need to do now is we need to
Second day?
Thank you for coming to save the day.
Are the last 2 members of Dead Logic going to do? Nade coming out. It's gonna. Oh, and it didn't catch Spoilty.
I thought I'll play what you guys are playing, and then of course it was being streamed, and I thought, well, no, I want to watch the streams. So it means
That nade would have been perfectly placed for the guy hiding behind that container, but he was already dead.
without being kind of in the groove.
That nade also not catching Spoilty. Really close though. Percy putting shots onto the shield. Neo needs to cover. Whoa, no! Spoilty picks up Neo. A little bit of confusion. Neo tosses a nade at his own player. And Spoilty picking up Gattaca and taking the first point on the third map. Vikings starting to run away with this match.
Keep in mind, it has been very close otherwise. Dead Logic probably can find themselves a map win here. They seem to really enjoy these close range maps.
I think they just like using their shields. They have been practicing with them and have gotten very, very good with them. You will not be doing any such thing, Todd. No puns will come out.
Hey.
No puns.
Okay, first of all, because of the 6-bit delay,
We are.
it's gonna be really weird.
It is
But
very
earlier, well, technically, cast-wise, earlier we were talking about puns. Okay,
Technically.
I will cast my own puns around your rules.
Oh, yeah. All right, Vikings coming up with 1 shield. We're going to see more shield play and some night vision and the laser.
I'll take this one.
The old meta is coming back.
Oh, nice one. Thank you. Right, let's go.
Spoiler picking up Neox right off the bat. Some beautiful smokes. Right there in the middle. Brad comes
Yeah,
out.
Vikings are coming in pretty smoking hot right now.
Oh my god. Lots and lots of nades.
Almost an explosive play. But not finding anything.
Rosie picking up Whale. Here comes a nade that might get somebody. Oh, and it gets stopped, but it takes down Crozy. It gets caught by that little piece of ground, or it would have rolled behind the shield and taken them both out. Keija getting down by a nade from Spoilty. That has to be the last
Spoilty
nade.
taking a smoke break, catches Gattaca, and is
Spoilty's got his tablet out. Neo put shots on him, pushed him back. Neo's coming up. He's coming running. He takes down Spoilty.
run and gun.
He needs to take down Fungi. He comes in. Oh, but Fungi takes him out with the shield. That room is also really hard to see people in. The Vikings take their second point.
Vikings are just looking very dominant right now, especially with all the utility they just used in that last round. Like, we saw how many nades?
I think every available nade was used.
We also saw so much smoke that maybe the plan was to give him lung cancer immediately.
Oh, now, if you're Vikings and you've already won the series and you're up 2 points on cargo, do you try out being aggressive? Do you just, like, basically the best defense is an offense style and rush them? Or do you sit back and wait? This is round 3, map 3.
Yeah, with the grip button and
And then trigger to fire.
Yeah.
Spoilty handing off the clacker to Mantis, and Mantis not sure which buttons set it off and which don't, and they're really scared to hand it off at that point. Don't
Remember,
wanna
kids, it's the grip button that blows it up. It's the trigger that grabs it.
Spoilty downing Neox and then pushing into the tunnel. Gattaca with the shield.
Shield is inside the tunnel.
A nade coming out. Oh, not making it far enough from Neo. Ooh, Spoilty placing that C4 right above the tunnel exit. We'll see if that pays off later. Now,
Now, for that to be most effective, Spoilty does have to move. So so he doesn't get blown up by his own C4. There's the move, okay. But he has to move a little further. Keep in mind, that C4 is pretty powerful, has quite a range.
Nut job waiting for Kija. Trying to get the feet, doesn't get the feet. Now he's just stuck in a room with a shield.
Nade. A rocket
Oh,
of a
a nade
nade
comes
just
out.
goes right past.
Kija downs nut job. 2 grenades go off. No one else dies. Neo's pushing up center. Gattaca's coming up with the shield. Spoiled it takes down Neo. Gattaca's peeking the corner. He's looking for Spoiled. He takes down Spoiled. Spoiled. He didn't get the call out.
He doesn't mean.
There goes the C4. No death. Corsi trades with Whale.
I bet Spoilty did C4 that coming.
Oh my god, it hurts. It physically hurts. Mantis and Fungi tucked in. Mantis getting a little peeky, looking for that tunnel. Fungi tucked in a good spot.
Well, no, we were doing good in the beginning. Downfall was
Wonder,
Mantis.
do...
We do well at the mid-map, then they just get used to how we...
Doesn't look like Gattaca has any utility on his chest. Would you stop moving? I'm trying to look at your chest. And Kija, both shields still alive. Kija also out of utility.
Countdown, man. That should not have happened. One, Mias and Whale, you guys just fucking slow down.
What are these shields gonna do? They do, I think technically having the shields alive, they have the advantage.
Technically. But we've also seen that Vikings have been really good with taking out shields, so.
They have been able to, well, Dead Logic have just taken out 2 people with the shields without losing a shield. So Mantis sees the shield, doesn't even take shots at it. He just says, nope, I'm out, and goes for the flank. Kija comes around.
Shield next to objective on the right hand side.
Kija needs to tuck down. Ooh, he's got those squats. He's been working on them.
Oh yeah, victory spots right there.
He's not ready for Fungi. He's not ready. Fungi takes him down. Gattaca can't get the pickup. Gattaca downs Mantis though with a nade. I didn't see that. It's now 1-on-1.
Drops the shield, goes to AK-5C.
Another nade. Another nade. A flashbang this time. Gattaca can't see. Oh, the trade! Dead Logic, take it! Not sure how those trades are worked out, but Dead Logic did win that one. I'm not sure if he actually got flashed or if he was faking it.
You can block a flash with the shield if you like block your vision with it or cover it.
Right, so I don't know. I can't tell.
We'll have to ask him later.
Speaking of later, we have more casts going on later tonight. What do we have? We have Legionnaires versus Silent but Deadly at 6 o'clock tonight, 6 Eastern on OML2, this channel. Casted by the famous Buxton Water, the velvet voice of Onward. And at 7 on OML1, we have Riot versus Stone Cold Killers by Noman and Sleepy. So make sure to stay tuned for those. We are going into round 4 on the 3rd and final map. The series has already been decided, but we're playing anyways because we love the game and because it's required.
But mostly because we love the game.
Mostly because we love the game. Defensive smokes coming out.
I think it's more of a requirement to love the game.
Left side. It might have been the
I
ship.
think it's the ultimate requirement.
Whale called out a couple crossing left, but doesn't get any picks early. Dead Logic all tucked in. Keeping this objective real buttoned up. think they had a stern talking to in the tent.
Spoilty trying to take some shots, pot shots at
At Neo?
no defensive places.
I don't really know what he was shooting at. Here come the nades.
Neo or
One.
Neo with an X. They're both the kind of the same
Two.
line.
Keeping track of frags here. Beamy with the shield pushing up on the east side. There's frag number 3. Here comes number 4. 5. Oh, that's gonna get the shield. Takes down the shield. But the res comes right back
He
up.
is getting
6. I think that was 6 nades. Here goes another one. 7. Mantis taking down Whale. The shooter with the shield. Gattaca looking for the pickup. Kija takes down Spoiled. Gattaca takes down Mantis. Leaves the shield alone. There's another nade. Oh, that was a good one. That's 8.
Beamy about to round Gattaca here. Gattaca goes down.
9. There's only one frag grenade possible left. Gattaca down. Fungi left. Last guy left. Neo taking down Neox. Fungi taking down Neox. Kija is the last man. Oh no. Fungi's on objective. Fungi's gonna get his tablet out. Kija needs to crash. He should hear that shield. He tosses a nade. He takes him down.
What
You
a
hear the
defense.
awe from the Vikings members that were dead. That was a good play. 9
Demonstrated
nades.
it. Beamy demonstrated that he is not a shielded child. But not enough. He wasn't able to defend himself completely.
Deadlock.
One downside of having it. Or go ahead.
I'm cutting you off. You're done. No more puns. No. We're not allowed. We are tied back up on the 3rd and final map. Dead Logic putting up a hell of a fight the entire time, just not able to get those map points in. Alright, say whatever stupid pun you were planning. Go for it.
I forgot.
Good. New objective, who dis? You have the propane tanks. Or tank, I guess there's only one propane tank. Round 5, map 3.
Yeah. My clicker here on this guy.
This is always a fun objective to smoke out.
Right there, you know? In the dark over there.
And just try to rush in and cap, but
I'll put it in the dark.
looks like Dead Logic or I'm sorry, Vikings are contributing to the smoke fest that's about to happen.
They do make their cross. Mantis is going aggressive. Mantis comes in, tries to take down Kija. Backs out. Spoilty and Mantis. Bad nade. Bad nade from Mantis. It's gonna take him out! It did! It takes him out. He goes down by his own grenade. Lots of
How
explosions.
unfortunate.
Neox taking out Fungi. Spoilty trying to get the res, but Kija's there with the shield trying to block him. Nutjob is going for a flank through the tunnel. Kija needs to put a confirmation shot on that body right there. All 5 members of Dead Logic up. Nutjob is down. Gattaca takes him out. There's a confirmation. No more reses for Spoilty. Whale's behind him. Whale takes out Spoilty. They take it. Wait. There's another member. Oh no, I thought Vikings was dead. Cruzy is still up. 3 members of Dead Logic still alive.
is he's holding an angle. That's both sides from really getting across because the objective's in a
He
corner.
catches Neo. Gattaca's waiting for him. Oh, he saw him, but he didn't get the shots off. Gattaca knows where he's at. Might have called him out. I'm not sure. Gattaca making a lot of noise readjusting his headset.
Not communicating at all. Why do you just put a smoke right
Gattaca picks him up through, I think his butt was showing through the inside of the container, and Dead Logic takes a third point. I thought they had the cap. They were up in there, and then they just all died. And
Yeah. The important part about keeping track of your kills is being able to know how many people are up. You know that one of them's up. You can probably cap. Unless he's right on.
can Dead Logic take the next point and get a map out of this series? Or will Vikings come back with the cap? Find out next week on Onward Master League 1.
Same Onward place, same Onward time. We don't have like a set schedule.
We did not. If we did, it would make my life easier. They would, you know, plan their games around the caster time. That'd be great. Round 6, map 3.
It's like a part-time job. It's always rough.
Good smokes, lots of them, all over the place from both sides.
Potentially game-crashing amounts of smokes here. I think everyone's thrown all of their utility here.
Gattaca downing Mantis, but the res comes out. There's one frag. They're crashing in on objective. There's no one on the defense on the objective. Gattaca taking down Spoiled. He will taking down Fungi. Nutjob behind the propane tank. He's capping. He's got his tablet out. Mantis pressing. Nutjob's gonna cap. They're gonna take the series. All 3 maps.
Gattaca needs to move
Nate
up.
coming out. Oh, too slow. Oh no. Vikings take it. Oh, that nade. That nade though.
A downpour of nades.
Oh Jesus. All right, final score 8-12. Vikings taking 4 points in every single map. Unfortunately, that is not going to move Dead Logic up out of the wild card tournament that they were trying to get themselves out of. It might, however, move Vikings up above Silent Purge and put Vikings into 5th place in the EU.
Vikings have always been shown as a very strong team. A very good win on their behalf, but hard fought from Dead Logic.
Definitely hard fought. And Dead Logic having 16 games so far this season, the most in the EU, I believe. So they have definitely been putting in work. But unfortunately, it was not enough. But hey, that just means that they get to play in the wild card, which is so much fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're all going to play in the wild card, and we'll see you on the battlefield. I think that's it for us. We're going to take off, and Buxton is going to take over Onward Master League 2 in an hour and 15. Have anything else, Todd?
Nope.
All right, this is your caster Triple Nipple, my co-caster Todd, and we are signing off. Good night, everybody.